This is John Panagos here for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined again by Dennis Mccann. Dennis just had the final press conference ahead of your fight on Saturday night. How's the last few months been? Difficult for everyone in lockdown. How do you find it?
Yeah, it was obviously a very difficult time for everyone, and especially the people who've lost their loved ones and that. And I send my regards to them. But for me, I've got a gym at home and stuff, and I've been training all the way through. I've been in camp for 5 months solid now, so I'm just hungry. When I get them scales Friday, eat some food. And dust someone up basically.
So has it pretty much turned out to be one of the longest camps without much going on?
Definitely. It's been the longest one I've ever had.
Have you been able to do a lot of sparring in this time? When did that all start again?
Obviously when the government gave us a go ahead, we've been sparring for a while now. Probably done a couple of 100 rounds. I mean, I've been sparring loads, so but one of the best camps I've ever had, definitely.
Before we get into the fight, I just wanted to know what sort of your background was into boxing. What initially made you attracted to the sport? Has it always been something you've wanted to do?
I've got a very big boxing family, and we've all boxed for years and years. So my brother was national champion. I've got a younger brother Richard now who's coming through. He's only 9 or 10. He's very good, and the Mccann's taken over.
Does that add any pressure at all, knowing like all of you guys are boxing at all?
No, not at all. I'm the best one so far anyway. Till Richard comes up, I'm the best one so far.
Yeah, 7th fight on Saturday night. How have you found adjusting to the pro ranks?
Oh yeah, not too bad. Thank God I got quite a big puncher, so it weren't too bad for me. And I'm never really an amateur fighter, you know what I mean? And I think the pros suited my style a lot more than the amateurs, even though I've done really well. But done really well, very good.
Do you know much about your opponent on Saturday?
I've had about 4 pullouts, so I think they're still looking for one, but God knows, whoever he is, they're getting done in, put it that way.
Going in, obviously it's behind closed doors. I'm sure you would have seen like the last 3 shows. What have you made number 1 of the last 3 shows? 2, how do you think you'll adjust to behind closed doors? Will it impact anyway?
Listen, it's just the fans can't fight for you, can they? So obviously you'd rather your fans there, it gives you an extra little bit of buzz, and I mean extra bit of adrenaline going through later. But your first fight now in a while, and you'll be a bit nervous, and which will go in your favour because keeping an edge a bit, you know what I mean? So I think it's a go in my favour, definitely. I'm okay with that.
In the press conference, we spoke a bit about sort of pushing on for Tyson. You've only had 6 fights. Is that in the back of your mind at all?
Of course it is. Of course it is. I think I'm ready for all of them, to be honest. And but I just got to take your time. I'm still young, you know what I mean? I got when the opportunity comes, grab it with both hands, and believe me, it will do.
Now, ever since you turned pro, there's always been comparisons between you and Prince Naseem Hamed. Not the worst person to be compared to. What was it like just having that comparison dealt to you? What did you make of that? Is he one of your heroes growing up?
Of course he is. A great fighter, and definitely one of the greatest British fighters of all time, if not the greatest. It's obviously it's good for me because it gives me an extra bit of confidence, you know what I mean? Very, very good.
You mentioned the phone call you had with him. What did he exactly say to you? Did he give you any advice at all?
It was in a restaurant, so we couldn't really hear each other that well, but he said, keep doing what you're doing. He said, you're a very good fighter. And he said in the podcast not long ago with Frank, it takes me to be the next world champion.
What does it mean being compared to someone like Prince, as you say, a legend of the game, someone you looked up to?
Very good. It's very, very nice. Obviously, they can see talent, you know what I mean? So it's very, very good.
I heard you speak before about sort of the traveller's background and sort of the impact on boxing. At the moment, obviously, the standout names are Tyson Fury, Joe Saunders. How much do those guys
Andy Lee back in the day as well.
Yeah, Andy Lee, of course.
Oh, definitely. I trained a couple of weeks ago with Billy Joe the other day, and he's a phenomenal fighter, and he's just top class. And he's in camp now. He's training really hard. I see him training very hard, and especially Tyson Fury. He's a role model to the world. Tyson Fury, isn't he? He's probably one of the biggest. I reckon he will be he's a superstar now, but around the world, he'll be the biggest role model athlete. Definitely, a lot of people look up to him. His book, his comeback story, the things he's been through, is just phenomenal, isn't it?
Absolutely. Obviously, that 3rd fight with Wilder set to take place some point this year. How do you see that fight going? Obviously, Tyson Fury's a massive favourite after what happened. Do you see any way that Deontay Wilder can beat him?
No way. There's no way at all. Tyson Fury's got too much fire in his belly. He's too hungry. He wants it too much. What he's been through, I don't think no one can beat him. No one. And hopefully I'll get that undercard myself. Hopefully.
You're getting the undercard, yeah.
Yeah.
Just lastly, obviously last week we heard that Frank and Eddie Hearn, well Frank sent a proposal to work with Eddie Hearn to put together some fights. What do you make of that, number one? Secondly, do you see any guys in the matchroom stable you could target?
It's not really a lot of people in matchroom for me, is it? But maybe Sean McCuldrick, I think he's in matchroom if I'm not mistaken, maybe, I don't know. I'll be happy to take that fight now, definitely.
What do you make of sort of Frank and Eddie?
It's good for the fans, it's good for British boxing, it's good, very, very good. You got to give the fans what they want to see, and they want to see good fights. No point fighting all these bums. I've tried to fight 5 people so far, 6, 7 people maybe. A couple of unbeaten kids who's at 11 lost 1, 12 lost 1, and you'll turn down, you know what I mean? So you got to give the fans what they want to see, yeah.
Lastly, a message to the fans, Saturday night, what can they expect from Dennis Mccann?
Tune in, and you get hopefully a big knockout.
Great stuff, Dennis Mccann, the best Saturday night. Thanks for